Alright, hello everyone and welcome to today's video where we'll be playing through the 5.1 Archon quest in Genshin Impact. We'll get straight into it. I'm not sure how long it is or anything again.
Thank you so much.
But we'll try to get through it as fast as possible.
Overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Since we're facing the same
Alright, I want to get out of this cutscene
Alright.
so I can talk a bit.
Hi, Catherine, it's us. Got any new
Alright, I'll wait here. From what we've seen in the trailer, we're supposed to be fighting the Abyss itself now, and Captain should be on our side from what we've seen, because we've seen Fatuis helping us fight the Abyss monsters, which can be really interesting, and Ororon is going to show up as well from what I expect. And we could have seen also that Mawika might get a Himeko treatment, so-called, which means she could die. But let's hope that doesn't happen, and let's keep it going.
You two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after.
Alright.
So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
Alright, so we're going into war basically with Abyss.
It should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this—
So that's the plan.
Alright.
We can finally stop and take a break. Paimon knows that. It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all—
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation is.
Kachina!
Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
Where's her voice? Don't tell me she's not going to be voiced at all.
Wow, so we'll finally get to meet Shilonen!
Shilonen, alright. I'm pretty sure like a day or two maybe after I release this Archon video, there should be a pulling video for Shilonen. So be prepared for that, be on the lookout.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Alright, Act 3, Beyond the Smoke and Mirrors. Alright, let's see it. I hope that some lore things will happen. Not sure what exactly what I expect, honestly. But I hope that just something interesting would happen. Alright, can I TP to this? I can. So we're supposed to meet Shilonen now, which she is probably making the ancient name for us, as Mawika said in the last Archon quest from the 5.0 update. So let's go and meet her, probably right here. There she is. A lovely tail, lovely ears, and lovely Shilonen herself. She's really not voiced. I don't like this.
Ah, yes.
But she
so I've
is,
heard.
thank God.
So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
I
No, the only
despise
thing
this
she
so
said
much.
Is
Jeez.
that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound.
We'll be
And She
fine.
did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but At the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out.
Exactly.
But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
She did mention that.
Impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
We have a couple of those deeds.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions, only memories and experiences that
Well,
have been
that's
acknowledged by
not
the
fair.
Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name.
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Exactly.
Oh, Brandon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve...
You mean you're already willing?
Well, what else can I do?
Exactly.
What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order isn't...
Whoa, not only has she accepted the test,
Well-
but now she's looking for silver linings?
I think that it could be possible because we're not from Teyvat overall, so there could be a way around it, I would say. Please don't talk anymore, Kachina. I'm sorry. I'll be complaining a lot about this. I don't like it.
Acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure...
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
I just want to point out that I love the design of the new characters. They look a lot better than the older ones. I can see that Genshin is moving to the future with their
that
characters.
Requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess.
Which
We
I
need
like.
to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Citlali at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty...
I think that's the
Still,
pink-haired
she's older
girl.
now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a... I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before?
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone.
Great going, Mawika. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then...
Yeah, Kinich, I wanted to say as well, Kinich.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
Alright, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know... please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up...
Alright, Statue of the Sun.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the...
So we have to wait. Go and meet up Kinich at the... Alright, that's just up these stairs. Don't mind my team, I'm just playing random teams honestly, so yeah. That's that. Alright, here we are. Where's Kinich? Kinich makes his way over after some time. No, he's not voiced either. I'll be skipping
sorry
every
to put this on
part
you,
that is
Kanish.
not voiced. I'm
It's just
sorry.
that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
I cannot take
Wait,
that.
so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps...
No, no. Alright, I saw Ororon, so I had to quickly read this.
Citlali knows him.
Orphan raised by masters and many. Alright.
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch. I've never met Ororon, but if they consider him the odd one...
Actually have quite a bit in common, which is why we get along pretty well.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Citlali could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Oh.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Ororon and the captain's whereabouts?
Yeah, the captain. Let's go. Alright, good idea.
Yeah. Plus, we kind of owe her one anyway to make up for...
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you.
Alright.
Okay, then let's part ways for now.
So now we have to wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. So, tomorrow and morning after that. So let's say here. Alright. I hope that Mawika will be voiced, Captain will be voiced, just people like this, or Mualani if we meet her. Because if most of them won't be voiced, then it's going to be hard for me to enjoy the Archon quest, honestly. And I think it's something to do with the whole voice actor dilemma that they have in America. In the United... Still not? So a bit more... Should be enough, hopefully. Please. Yeah.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
So yeah, I hope it will be voiced. She's here again at her forge. Can I steal things from her? I cannot, alright.
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have, bad news. Citlali did not reply to our request.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanicha a response? Guess
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even
Gifted?
the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person.
that's true.
Alright, to the stadium or the arena, which I prefer to call it, honestly. Because it looks much more like an arena than a stadium. Well, actually, it depends. No. 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 I don't want that. Let me do the Archon quest, please. Let me turn on focus experience mode. Yeah, I don't want any other quests to disturb me. Alright, Lamas. You arrive at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. As expected, Citlali is not there.
Paimon doesn't see anybody.
She will show up, I hope.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but...
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject...
Not really.
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're
Yeah.
all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, But that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Citlali, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal.
Here she
but
comes.
She didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, if that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? Citlali.
She is ice. I see that vision.
Wait, you're Citlali? You're Granny?
Yes, Granny Citlali. But emphasis on Citlali, not Granny.
Alright.
You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise... Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely...
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
Fair.
I'm sorry.
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that... Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well...
She's got an attitude.
It was my idea to invite you here, Citlali. So if you're upset...
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this
She's
so
pretty as well.
seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is... But, of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you... Anyway, that's the whole story.
She's an overthinker. A heavy one.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be...
Anyway.
Shilonen, I heard that you require...
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
She explains it without us hearing it. Yes, the black screen like that.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that... And you've also heard all about Ororon.
Yes.
I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Ororon back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name.
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me...
She has to observe us.
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people.
Whoa.
Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds, O weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of.
Exactly.
You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Ah, shoo! Ah, that should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
Come on,
It's
Paimon.
nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Ororon back,
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribe?
something this important is beyond their jurisdiction.
Alright.
Only
Lord
the
of the
Lord of the
Night.
Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our... The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the
Alright.
entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to come...
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes...
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. Just listen carefully to what I'm about
Alright.
to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. But
dream,
I will
alright.
need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows.
Exactly.
Good. Then we'll go with Citlali to track down Ororon.
The Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation.
We'll beat
If
them
you
up.
need any help, just come.
Yep, we'll be sure to...
Play it safe. We don't do that. We've beaten
All
3 of the
right,
Fatouis.
now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Ororon's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which and interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My
Alright,
guess is
some
they
new
were left by
weapons.
Snezhnayan arms.
I'm listening.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and...
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. Well, that's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must...
Exactly.
In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage... I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me.
You can count on us!
All right,
Yeah,
then
we
let's
got
start
this.
by heading to where Ororon was...
Ororon. He's supposed to be the next character, a character in the next update. That's what I wanted to say. Same with Chaska, I think her name is. We saw her in the last Archon quest. The one with the hat, animal bow user. I hope you know who I'm talking about. Please don't stand on the... I did step on it. It's fine. Alright, let's continue this quest. As I said, I'm not sure how long this will be or anything, but yeah. Let's hope it will be quite pasty. So it doesn't take like 3 hours. How long am I recording for currently?
This is the spot.
23 minutes, alright.
An eyewitness claimed to have seen Ororon speaking to some Fatui soldiers. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Ororon really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly... I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him.
Alright.
However, I doubt anyone would believe me. Given...
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like...
Ororon? Well, he was left at the
Oh.
side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. He
That's
learned a
nice,
lot
at
from
least.
us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags.
That's nice.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time.
What is a flo?
And since they were
that?
disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your. Here, give me your.
Holding hands, yay. Alright, no contact. Alright. Are we going to use elemental vision? But they're just making it fancy. She's tall.
How about now?
What do you see?
Oh, I see it, huh? They just don't want us to use the elemental vision.
Paimon can see.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us?
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry,
Adepti?
it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems when I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Ororon.
Then why were we doing this?
Citlali might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
Follow Citlali. I don't see her.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as but is my way of speaking still not trendy enough?
I feel like she has two personalities.
Patterns, but
because her eyes changed, or I feel like her eyes changed when we were in the arena.
Or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right?
Were we able to hear that?
Was that Citlali's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time.
Yeah.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
She doesn't know her. So we can hear her, but she cannot hear us. Interesting. Campsite.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there. Yep, judging by Paimon's
Wait. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. We've got... leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire.
Does she mean Ororon?
No. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying.
Grandson? Is Ororon her grandson or what? It seems like it, at least a bit. Love the music from Natlan. I honestly play Genshin without sound, so it's something new for me.
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up.
Jumbled up.
I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me.
I'm glad she could hear that.
There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Do you still town before? Paimon's thinking, what if Ororon wanted to leave another distress signal?
He generated a distress signal from before Ororon was being held by the Fatui. So given the difference in numbers, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower them.
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
Are the Fatuis that powerful suddenly? I feel like they weren't that powerful in the last 2 regions, but now suddenly we're fearing them. That's something new.
I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you.
Let me guess, we're going the direction of the Fatui, so we're going to fight them.
Ororon, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring up...
And off she go! Traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
Yep.
Once Citlali left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what... She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past.
Yeah.
Huh, maybe we're as... If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite...
Alright. She seems... Can I go talk to her, actually? I know I'm not supposed to, but... maybe.
Don't think there's anything here.
Alright, she just says that. Alright, let me go the way that I'm actually supposed to go. And see what we find.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Yeah. Well, she's not following us. She's just probably by the bridge. I feel like we're just going to find Fatuis here. Yeah, probably. And it's going to be the first fight of the Archon quest.
Did you find something? Huh.
Something with the
So
flowers?
we can't tell where our... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. But it can't have just evaporated into thin air, right?
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
Huh? Is that Ororon? I think it is Ororon. So he's somewhere close and we can hear him because he's been affected by the spell as well. I don't like that sound. Oh. That's us, right? Yes. That seems like him. Or the Torre.
I'm very sorry, but
No, it's him.
please do not move.
It is him.
I
Ororon.
apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the... Hello, traveler. I'm Ororon.
He's
The one
interesting.
you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui.
Exactly.
I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke.
His design is also peak. I just want to point it out.
My
I
friend
hope
and
he's not a
only
5-star.
left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us
Captain?
to set up a meeting.
I just want to say, thank God he's voiced. Thank God.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Captain! Actually, Capitano.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Ororon with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
Alright.
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you. In person.
All
I
right.
will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium.
All right.
But remember, not a word of this to...
I
You will
want to
see
meet
me
him.
again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
All right. A formal meeting with the captain. Love that. All right, I'm into the story now because it's voiced. It's interesting. Fatuis. Let's go.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped.
All right.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
Citlali! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
I'm
Don't
fine.
worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell...
All right. I would trust them definitely.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. Citlali should be able to,
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, in any case, let's...
All right. So to the east of the stadium. East is where? Is to the right. All right.
Need to be more careful.
Feeling better yet, traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means, but if you
Alright.
want to make it up to me, then just be...
Yeah, well, I'm going to just decimate them. Don't you worry. But all right. So Ororon is just helping Capitan. Capitano. I think he was called Capitano, but now it's just the captain. I could be wrong though. No, not a Hydro Gunner.
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the...
That's Ororon.
Exactly.
Alright, we'll take a look.
How could I have seen him when I was not looking behind me? Still love his design. He's Electro.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I'm...
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher.
Wow. I'm...
She really cares for him.
Citlali is struggling to control her temper.
Are you ready? On my count. Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Alright, let me just...
Silence!
Alright, that's done.
This is order.
No, he dodged it.
Gather.
As they always do. Alright. Oh, they continue.
Power the fight.
The time's beckoning. Can't run like I went too far.
Is that it? That's it. Good.
Ororon!
That him?
Granny!
He sounds so childish. Man.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eatsley, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
Interesting.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only...
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an...
That makes sense.
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to...
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Ororon? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange...
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later.
Oh, come on.
But getting kidnapped? You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where—
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next—
Jeez.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay. Now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value? And not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as— Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Ororon, you better remember this lesson well.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables?
Your... vegetable?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro—
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the—
How exactly did the Masters raise this?
Oh.
He's acting really childish. Alright, let's TP here. Alright, but we found Ororon. That was pretty fast. You return to the city, and Citlali brings you to the Speaker's Chamber, where you recount everything that has happened to Ororon.
I see. So Ororon came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for—
That's right.
Now that you know Ororon was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to—
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached
Cool,
a
huh?
decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that.
Yay.
I don't have any more time to waste here. I still—
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Ororon!
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your...
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very
No
much for your help.
worries.
Once Ororon is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started.
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Come with me, Ororon. We've got a—
Goodbye, Gramps.
Had I not seen everything for myself, I'd have never guessed that he could have done so much work behind it. Shit. I'm not sure. Citlali's back.
Oh, we're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it, Trap?
Oh, really? We just own her.
That captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. Oh, that Ororon. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. All that stuff about protecting Citlali and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a will. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this.
Yeah.
Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so we still have another whole day before the meeting, so...
Is it optional for me to meet with him? No. Next day. Just about. Yeah, 1 minute after. Thank God that you can do this. If you couldn't skip time in Genshin, then you would have to actually like walk around for a day in the game and collect things. Well, it would be nice as well. It could be a thing that someone could do, like an account where you don't skip time at all, you actually have to just play through it. Agreed location. That isn't very secret. That seems just in the middle of the field. And it kinda is. It's fine. I hope we'll get there, go there, to that mountain or whatever that is. Alright, let's see, what is this? Is he just going to be here?
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Ororon.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too?
Well, I could.
Let's get to the point. Observing.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you.
Aw.
Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks.
True.
Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
I'll accept straight
If we
away.
allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Is he scared to fight us?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person.
That's actually really true.
And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
Oh?
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Yes.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan.
Alright.
Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes.
And we don't want that.
Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along? The details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you.
He's actually human. We can see his mouth here and he has his nose here.
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. but given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to
Alright.
keep it as a... Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses.
I'm sorry, what was that word?
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I
Naivete.
cannot say.
Interesting.
My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan.
Hopefully not.
And all of Natlan will be lost to the abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
No.
I knew you'd be clever enough to see.
Yeah.
That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was
Good.
defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
Citlali! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Ororon? Colluding with the Fatui? Really?
Poor guy.
Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then.
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, Citlali! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore.
True.
So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Ororon. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in...
Yay. He smiled at us. Like a little sunshine. Alright, but I like this. The story is really nice. Or really interesting so far. Especially, I just like the Fatui, so it's a big part for me that the captain is here. That keeps me in the story a lot.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not... Why did you help the captain? And... No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask it.
Why is he not answering?
Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Poor guy. He seems like he's actually afraid of her.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe.
Well, he could get one of the positions because Bellendir is gone, or Scaramouche.
You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny...
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your...
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry.
Sorry, Granny.
She's going insane.
Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so what? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables!
Who's Aoife?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. Ororon, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time.
His voice. Ororon! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Huh, he just...
Get back here this instant! Ororon! What is this?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so...
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he... little brat. That's it. The next...
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Nat...
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, Ororon probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later.
Alright.
We've got quite a long walk back to the city.
Are we going to have to slowly walk the entire way with her and listen to the duty meanwhile? Or is it going to be a cutscene? No. Alright, good. I'll actually just walk, yeah. Alright, so Ororon has escaped. What is this in F5? Oh. An event. Love that. I'll quickly check if I have done this. I have, lovely. Commissions done. I'm pretty sure from Adventuring 58 I get to ascend my ward level again, so that's something I can be looking forward to. Alright, we're at the Arena/Stadium.
Do you two have some time? Feeling
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate.
then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk.
Really? You're not... that's right. Citlali has gotten a lot quieter since Ororon ran away. He's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're...
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks?
Are you sure? We can...
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be in a...
Sure, that's fine with us, but...
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work.
Food always helps. Remember that. Where do I go now? Oh, to the inside, alright. Makes sense. Makes sense, but yeah. We're still in the Act 3, I'm pretty sure there's Act 4 as well. We haven't really seen more of Shilonen yet, or anything about the ancient name. And Mawika as well. There's a lot of things that are supposed to still happen, so... I feel like the Act 3 maybe will end like now-ish. with Ororon being back and everything. And Act 4 will be Mawika and Captain again.
Huh?
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other.
She is drunk. That's fine.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp.
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to...
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought
That's
her
us?
back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Citlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great
Oh.
granny. She's one of the most...
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Chonka.
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me.
Great. So she's really old. That face though.
Citlali? Citlali?
Who's that? You got some gall.
Are you still...
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell I mean, come on!
Granny Citlali, you're...
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the... oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Me.
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find... That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny.
Did she just fall?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind...
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually...
Is this another specialty?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up...
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
She's back.
Traveler?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never...
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a...
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say...
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously,
Seriously.
don't you youngsters know...
Actually?
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as...
Oh.
So... you heard...
It's okay, Citlali.
Aw.
You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these... Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole...
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay?
Sure.
Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. Take a walk with me.
looks like
That's
she's
basic then.
completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
This character is complex. Like, don't get me wrong, I like her character so far, but it's a lot to take in all of a sudden. I would say it like that. How do I get out of here? Oh, this way. Thank God for these trails, otherwise I would be just running around here as a confused individual. Alright, we're here.
Well, great view, right?
Wow, it's beautiful!
You're making me want to cry.
It's again, I feel like we're playing the story quest of Citlali. We're doing one for Morani, one for Kachina, right? And now I feel like it's hers.
What do we do?
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Yeah.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
You're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Citlali is a powerful figure.
Well, you are powerful.
Some are.
Right.
Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's...
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities,
Yeah.
and Ororon didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Ororon's a special case.
He is,
Mawika already
sure.
told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Ororon and me. Ororon's not like other people. As I mentioned, the reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen. Capable...
All
No
right.
one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Ororon's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan.
Alright.
A possibility to turn Ororon into a vessel for lost souls.
I feel like the sound is a bit glitchy. It might be my headphones,
The
but
ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Ororon would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
wouldn't that just kill him? Yeah.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. a suitable
All right.
When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? It's not right. So, when I learned this, the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty.
Her voice lines are
Ororon has
like
a
messed
strong
up a
ability to
bit.
perceive souls, more than any of us. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he
Could be.
Didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back. You don't look so good, Citlali.
Probably drank too much. Okay, forget that. You...
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need...
good point. Well...
Alright, end of the first act, I would assume.
Friends. I like the sound of that.
Oh, cute.
Ororon's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe... Yeah, you're right. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first...
End of first act or no? No! Love that. The flickering light splits into focused experience mode. Yeah, that's what I have. Alright, how did I get here again? Alright, I'm going the correct way, I hope. Yeah. Oh, we're going to rest, so that might be the end of the act. If that's the case, I'm going to end the video here. This first one. There'll be a second one for sure. I'll probably record it right after this, so I have this full story intact for myself. But we'll see. Is Ororon going to appear all of a sudden? Or why are they showing us sleeping? Oh, alright. Something is happening.
We should see what's going on.
Let's see. Maybe the captain? Perhaps? Or the abyss is attacking? I see the dino.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive.
Let's not bring up last night. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss.
Oh, alright.
Including the Masters of the Nightwind.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the force. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a... I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's Chamber. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe for... As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis,
Alright.
I'll talk to Shilona. Thank you.
She left in a hurry. This, looks like a lot of...
Go to the stadium. Alright. Cutscene, perhaps? No, Mualani. Not sure about her name.
Traveler,
Sister
over
of
here.
Chaska.
Perfect.
Oh, you're all here! But,
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on.
alright, but can we get a quick run?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the
Yeah, I'm
Collective
some.
of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't say the same for the... Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded.
We just got back, but
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can. What about you guys? We could go together.
I need to talk to the pirate.
That does sound important. No worries. Just leave. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished.
She sounds different.
That would be pretty great, actually. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that body.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly,
oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro.
Alright, Mawika. Let's talk. Now.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
What?
Shocker. I know, shocker.
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence.
Yeah, you shouldn't underestimate that.
The Gnosis does have that function. But I will answer you honestly, but you must help me. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net?
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends.
Alright.
Using the Gnosis means converting all three. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley line, given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk. But after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat.
Yeah, true.
Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just still. This has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the—
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve—
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But it seems like our only path forward is to track him down.
Part of the secret with us. And she seems sincere. Figure out the captain's supposed new way of saying Atlantis.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me. Even if—
Not even a little! We would never— Wait, what are you talking about?
Just as maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, so now that you have your answer, do you
You scared Paimon.
That's a good thing. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower.
Wait, you're going to fight in person?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and no matter how you look at it, my duty is on I just think there's strength in numbers. Anyway, even if I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlement. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the—
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that
how will it end? That's the question. That's the important question.
In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join—
Interesting. Go to the Children of Echoes. That's the first place, yeah, that we visited. Alright, I'm recording for an hour and 20 minutes now. I feel like every act is like 2-ish hours. Something like that. Or it was in 5.0. So maybe it will be the same here.
Quick, over here, to safety.
Run. Oh, she ran.
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
Can she not talk, please? I hate how she's not talking.
What's the situation? There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them.
We'll go together.
Alright. Are we in close location? No, it's an open map. Alright. I've got this trail for Zhongli, a random fact, or a random thing that I wanted to say. I got the trail from the theater. It was quite fun. I had to level Zhongli to 90 because of it, but I feel like it's worth it. It's a cool customization thing.
Stay safe. We've got this.
Interesting. How do I work this character? Somebody please explain. I'll just do this. It sounds correct. Why am I using my traveler? Alright, I did the thing that I was supposed to.
I really thought I was done for. I can't.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the abyss isn't.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes. By the way, where's Citlali?
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk.
Can I TP there? Alright, I can just TP a few miles. Not miles, a few steps here. That was like nothing. It's fine. Let's walk back. Alright. Lovely.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh.
The abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that.
I don't like that she's not voiced. Please just voice her. Do something. What if I do this? No. Ah, I hate
You
that.
mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing it's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and
True.
all we can do.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
Oh, why are we sharing this?
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really.
I like the captain a lot.
The stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high, and well, it makes sense. If that was
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, plus she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much when it comes to Natlan's survival.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
True.
As the Archon, she can't
I'm not on Mabuika's side. That's no.
anything back this time.
I'm on Capitan's side.
If the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we...
Let's head back then. Marika, with how many Fatui there are, someone...
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just...
Alright.
I was just about to ask. If I was just a bit faster, we... Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You got it. I just... Alright. See you all later.
Oh, you bet!
Alright, so are we going to Mawika now again? Yes, because let Captain be just there all of a sudden. He's just there talking to her. Let that happen, come on. Alright.
Marika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here! Wait.
I'm fine.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission
All
and
right.
decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
Cutscene? Question mark?
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Alright.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looked...
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they... Let's keep observing for...
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish...
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours.
Baranov.
If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a...
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Is...
Exactly. Still, there was no trade. They were just help. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan.
Yeah.
Based on what we just saw.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this
I
whole
wouldn't
time.
say that.
It's too early to say.
Can I actually play this or no? No. Am I asking for too much? It seems like I am.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's
Koichi, wait for me here.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our...
We still can't see anything on...
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain is... That intel is worth the...
Fine.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for... I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded... You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. All right. Same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright. Pretty eyes she has. Alright, we see the Fatui diplomats as always. The animal boxer. Nothing unusual so far.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place.
I feel like she's going to fall or something. Jeez, it's really... Gee.
Now.
Go. Alright, I like this.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her.
Capybara. Now, go, go, go.
That's it. Now's my chance.
Ooh. She's looking our way, and now she's going away.
It's no use staying in one place. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move.
Did she fall?
That was close. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my... Now's my chance.
Jeez, she is fast.
I made it! That'll show my sit. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
What is that? Oh, poor capybara. No! Oh, they're just unconscious. Thank God.
What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh! What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed the people on the hill over there left to help their comrades.
Comrades. Love that word. Alright.
Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should...
Alright. I like this. Just... like it's not just a black screen with some text, it actually shows what happened.
Pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. No...
I was wrong, Koichi.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it?
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natlan don't know how to...
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. Took us long enough. Come on.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think?
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that! After them!
Janowski. Alright. Where are we now? Are we still...
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So,
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but...
I know. I'm already...
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the device is a complete mystery. Even to...
I have no idea.
Well...
But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis.
If I'm not mistaken, or what I think, Captain is really old. I feel like he could be a Khalenrian as well.
Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar.
I'll get.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. Also,
My patience. That's so nice of them.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing...
well, if...
I accept.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away.
What can we know about the captain now, please? Or are you going to end the act here? No, good. Bid farewell to Jaska and Choo-Choo. Alright, how? I'll just follow this trail, it's the simplest way. Or is it outside the arena? I'll walk there, sure. Why not, why not? Oh, a chest. Love that. I need to actually explore a lot to do the event that's going on with the exploration, so that's a thing. Alright. Took a bit of a shortcut, but by not going through the arena.
What's next for you?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or...
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal, and what if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel...
I won't. Triple promise I... Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen. But I'm a doctor.
True.
I have a duty to help.
But we need her.
I guess you're right.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chas.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients.
The two of you are the same.
I disagree. I understand the risk.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident. Oh,
That's just not true.
you think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister...
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down. So we'll always...
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize...
Be my guest. Come on. See you later, Traveler and Paimon.
Bye-bye.
I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point. Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over every...
Alright. Ororon, maybe? Or the captain? Oh.
Sorry.
Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal.
Awesome! Just get...
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news.
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Ororon has always wanted to save Natlan. And Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Ororon is probably back.
I agree with your hypothesis. Ororon came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our...
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from... Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he's...
I'm not surprised you let him go.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. All these years of calling me Granny.
Aww.
And I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right?
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Besides,
He might be one of the heroes.
Apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but
Wait, what do you say?
Look, remember how I said Ororon's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable, and this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Ororon is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts.
Alright.
He's always bringing me all sorts of things. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Ororon would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he...
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
That's interesting, honestly.
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is...
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Aurora.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who...
That's amazing, Citlali. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can... I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think...
Huh, that's a tough question.
He shouldn't.
Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger. Yeah, you're right. First anger, then tears. Oh, wait! Who are you calling a
You're just making it worse, traveler!
I need to look at his memory. Even if I don't care.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say... you'll come...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because...
You... fine. You can come. Just promise me you'll see this through.
Don't worry, we're professional.
Then I place my... Alright, time to sneak into someone else's memory. You heard it here first. Are you ready?
Yep. How long am I recording? 1 hour and 41. Alright. That's a new symbol. Oh, he's still gardening.
Look how good you're doing. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree.
Hey! How's it going, Ororon?
Good. How are you, Uncle?
Can't complain. What you up to?
No, just some idle
Sounds fascinating. What did they...
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if you're off. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope...
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone's...
Hey, have you seen that strange group of...
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like if you run into them...
Alright.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, you could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up just... Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning.
Is that it? No. Alright.
I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and...
What is it?
My lord,
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
Whoa.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he do that so easily? Soul
That's what
Faring is supposed to be extremely
Citlali used
difficult.
on us.
This could be related to...
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill. However, there's no reason to over-engage.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss?
Interesting. So he was from Natlan before, or he knows some Natlan tricks. This is the day of the fight, I think. Maybe. Seems like it.
I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's a...
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there.
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time.
The time for idle up this nation.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna...
They could have played the entire cutscene again, I wouldn't mind.
Incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes... Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines. It's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
So he used the thing that he did for him to escape. And then they talked.
As for you, I must confess.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have... You don't have much time. And you're injured.
I'm beginning to see just how useful you heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match...
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you.
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved...
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you.
True.
So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted.
They are.
It was obvious the moment.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I
want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met.
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Citlali.
She is.
Someone capable of communicating with the Wyub.
Yes,
and the
probably.
Wyub are the key to information.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul. A sense...
Ororon
You may
knows a
not
lot.
live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than... Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan.
Alright. Interesting. Does it continue? It continues.
I
Jeez.
see. Interesting.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines.
So he wants to quote-unquote sacrifice Ororon. Capitan is fine with that. So is Ororon, because he wants to save Natlan.
Woo!
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just,
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stop. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run? I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another...
maybe stubbornness runs in the family! Like...
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
A compliment? Not really.
Anyway...
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to... What does that even mean? Something like the Loom of Fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
Isn't Loom of Fate something that was with Dainsleif?
The Loom of Fate?
It was, right?
It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to explain. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines...
Which means... the captain has been honest from the very beginning.
Why is he so
Yeah.
obsessed with saving Natlan?
Yes. She needs to know about this.
Act 3 completed, I assume, by this scene. Yeah. Alright. So it's an hour and 50 minutes, I'm pretty sure. 52, yeah. Alright, so thank you for watching this first part. I'm going to record probably the second straight away, but release it a day after or some other day. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment. Expect a Citlali pulling video, and yeah, have a lovely day. Goodbye.